Change your diet, change your life, change the planet.
It doesn't feel like the shortest day of the year. It's warmed up quite a bit. It's like 40 degrees. And even though the clouds are dark and ominous, there's a little bit of sun peeking through. And even the grass, through the warm weather and the rain, has perked up and turned green again. It's kind of a spectacular day. I can't wait to get out and run in it. It's dramatic. Bonjour. It's another day. And I want to share with you today something that happened a few hours ago. Part of the difficulty of my depression is keeping up the little daily rituals of normal life, like for instance shaving, which I did today, and showering. For a normal person, these things can be really, really easy and second nature, and you don't even think about them. They're automatic. But when you're going through a depression, something as simple as shaving or showering or brushing your teeth or doing laundry can be like climbing up Mount Everest. And what I have to do is set the ball in motion, take the little tiny steps, get my socks, pull back the covers, as I talked about before. Create these little systems that get me in motion so that I can roll right downhill into the shower, because the current that I'm in at the moment is not pulling me towards the shower. It's not pulling me towards shaving. It's not pulling me towards doing my laundry. It's pulling me in the opposite direction. So I have to swim uphill and fight back. So today I did that. I set the ball in motion, and I took the little steps and took the little steps and took the little steps, and the same thing that I do to do a Tabata workout, I do to take a shower. Got myself into the bathroom, turned on the water, and I live in a really old house. It's built in 1790. And the plumbing, I don't know how old the plumbing is, but a trickle comes out of the tap. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it burns you, sometimes it feels like it's below freezing. You never know what you're going to get. So I dread taking showers there anyways. And I turned on the water, and it was coming out warm, and I was excited, and there was a good flow. And all of a sudden I looked down, and I saw this dust spider, one of the little spiders with long legs, struggling in the water at the bottom of the tub. And it was getting moved towards the drain. And before I could react, all of a sudden, whoop, it got sucked down the drain. And I was like, oh! You might think it's a little spider, but to me, it's like there's a living thing that just got sucked down the drain. And I immediately go to, how horrible would it be to get sucked down a drain? Like, what a horrific thing that spider just went through. And I was like, having, this, I was getting very emotional because I felt for the spider. And I was just standing there, like, feeling horrible. And then all of a sudden, this little tiny spider foot popped up on top of the drain, and then another one. And all of a sudden, the spider is pulling itself up out of the drain against the flow of water. And I'm like, starting to cheer, and I'm like, yes! And the spider pulls itself right back onto the slippery tub floor, and fighting the water, it works hard, and it gets all the way over to the side of the tub, and is trying to climb up the side of the tub, but it's too slippery, and it gets washed back again, and it fights its way, and it climbs up the side of the tub and gets washed back again, and I'm like, yes, go, go! And I realized for a minute, it's not going to get up the tub. It's not going to get up the side. It can't. It's too slippery. So I reached down and I put my hand under it, and I let it get into my hand, and then I put it out to safety, put it on the wall where it lives. And it reminded me of the song, the Itsy Bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Then out came the sun, dried up all the rain, and the Itsy Bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. These videos for me are about being that itsy bitsy spider. taking those little tiny itsy bitsy steps. I can't even talk about it without getting emotional because it's so powerful for me. These little steps that you might laugh at, that you might think are so insignificant, these little itsy bitsy spiders that allow me to function in life. They allow me to act like a normal human being, that allow me to get into the shower, that allow me to get to the gym, that allow me to make a green smoothie, that allow me to keep climbing up the water spout. Whether the rain has dried up or whether the rain is coming down hard, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep fighting the current just like that little spider did. See, the only difference between us and the spider is that we have this big brain up here. The spider doesn't. All it knows is to fight back. All it knows is survival. It doesn't sit there and think about the water coming down. It doesn't say the water always comes down on me. It doesn't say bathtubs are always slippery. Why are they always so slippery? Why do all the other spiders have dry walls and I have this slippery bathtub? Why does this just happen to me? It doesn't have that brain. It can't think like that. So it always fights the current. It always climbs up the water spout. But we've got a brain that starts thinking about things and starts dwelling on things and starts going over things and makes us the victim and makes everybody else responsible. It takes away our power. And we forget that we're just like the itsy bitsy spider and we just want to live. We just want to get out of the drain. We just want to climb up that spout. Instead, we let the water take us down the drain and we say, I'm just a victim. I don't have any power here. You have incredible power. Little tiny steps, little itsy bitsy spider steps. Sometime you're going to need a helping hand. And these videos hopefully can be a helping hand for you, because making them is a helping hand for me. But remember this, you are not a failure until you stop trying. You cannot fail until you stop trying. Be like the spider. Don't ever give up. Climb up.